So we're wrapping things up, heading back down south. Got about a 6-hour drive ahead of us. Really good opportunity to see what type of fuel economy I get with the GMC hauling a 3,000-pound Texas Pride mini dump trailer. Okay, so if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably recognize this F450 King Ranch sitting in front of me. This was the truck that was used by the folks at Texas Pride to do all of those evaluations with the dump trailers where we overloaded them, maxed them out to the most extreme. Well, they used this truck a lot for all sorts of different things, including bringing some of the exotic cars that they keep in this absolutely enormous motor museum. It's the Braze Motor Museum. Until a short while ago, when they went to go pick up a Dodge Demon on a trailer, and about 15 miles from this museum, an old dually pulls directly out in their path, and they hit it. They hit it so hard, it was actually pulling a trailer, an enclosed trailer. They hit it right in the middle. The trailer completely disintegrated. The truck, the whole axle on the back, completely separated and was removed, and this is what is left of his F450. That is absolutely nuts. So they all walked away. Everyone walked away without injury. The other interesting aspect here, oh my gosh, I just noticed something. Look at the bumper. It's damaged, but it's just barely dented where the tubular section is on this ranch hand bumper. But the interesting story here is the Dodge Demon that a lot of people are probably asking, you know, what happened to the car? Well, that's the trailer that it was on right there. And the car was undamaged except for a couple areas where some straps broke and they slung up and hit the underside of the fender. But it was all actually massaged out by one of those paintless dent places. And it's in the museum. It was actually in one of my original videos where I walked through there. There was no damage to the car. I mean, hardly any damage. The truck itself, the cab, completely survived the ordeal. Of course, all the airbags went off in it. The truck cab itself completely survived the ordeal. No damage inside of the truck. The back window actually busted out on it completely. But check this out. Talk about an extreme accident. And they hit him going full highway speed. And the truck actually did pretty dang well, to be honest with you. This is crazy. The frame itself in the back doesn't look as if the back portion of the frame is damaged. Of course, the front is severely damaged. But that's the story in the final chapter of this Ford F450. So fuel economy update, we're getting about 16.2 miles per gallon, 14.4. It's actually closer to about 20 miles into the trip. It took me a little while to reset it. Trailer is towing perfectly, and we have been going up and down in speed. A couple times we were up at 70 miles an hour, which is the top speed. And yeah, it was towing absolutely perfectly. No problems at all. Feels very comfortable back there. But it's only 3,000 pounds, so I wouldn't expect anything different. So far, towing with this Fastway Flash Secure has been really good. No problems at all. We have it adjusted up slightly. With the new Texas Pride trailer, we moved it up one notch from where they had it, which was at the very bottom. Everything is super leveled out, and everything is towing perfectly fine. The only thing we have a bit of an issue with is there's some slop right here. So every time you hit a big bump, you can definitely feel the whole assembly kind of moving inside here. Basically a shank moving inside of the receiver. But other than that, it's been pretty good. And in some cases, it's not really the shank that's too small. It's a variation in the receiver opening slightly. But overall, it's been a really smooth drive, and everything looks good back here. Okay, so we quickly stopped to fuel up. Right now we're getting 17.2 miles per gallon hauling this trailer. Now, I know a lot of folks are going to say that's not that bad. If I were completely unloaded, not laden with the trailer, this trip was kind of weird. On the way up, I was getting 26.5 miles per gallon, way, way, way down from the 32, 33 miles per gallon that I've gotten at times. That said, the fuel economy on this trip has just been kind of low regardless. And right now it's about 8 to 9 miles per gallon lower than the average we were getting driving up, hauling this 3,000-pound Texas Pride trailer. The range on the truck is also significantly lessened because of this as well. So, yeah, we were burning through fuel a little bit quicker. Definitely wanted to stop to fill up because we're just at that point now where it makes sense. And take a little bio break also. Anyways, we're going to get this all done. We're going to hit the road again and make our way back, and I'll let you know what it was like when we get back. Okay, so we are back home. The sun is going to start setting here very soon. It's a cloudy day now. You can see the Texas Pride trailer positioned over there. We got time to unhook it, get it kind of staged out of the way. And we have the 2023 GMC Denali with the 3-liter LZO Duramax baby diesel engine inside of it. Total trip was about 270 miles. And at least the total trip coming back. So that's just half of the trip essentially. But on the trip up, we got about 26.7 miles per gallon as our average, which was, honestly, that's kind of disappointing because on many trips we've gotten 31, 32, 33 miles per gallon, but that's usually with a bit of a tailwind, and we had a really strong headwind coming in on us simply because of a cold front that was coming in. But the trip back, we got reasonable fuel economy considering we were towing a trailer. Now the trailer, again, 3,000-pound trailer, that's all it weighed. It was balanced out really well. The truck was perfectly level, the trailer was perfectly level, and our final average was 16.7 miles per gallon for that entire trip. So fuel economy takes a hit regardless whenever you're towing a trailer. It throws off the coefficient of the vehicle. It's not as aerodynamic anymore. It's going to create drag. You're also pulling. But whenever you tow with smaller, lighter duty vehicles, you're also going to realize fuel economy will typically look really bad. In the case of the small Texas Pride trailer, that's not a good representation of an RV because an RV, of course, is much taller, bigger wind profile, wider, longer, and weighs more. But it's a good example, though, to kind of let you know what you can expect if you plan on towing with a truck like this with a relatively small diesel engine. This diesel engine does great for towing smaller loads. Don't get me wrong. We probably would have had about 400 miles worth of range with this truck on a 22-gallon tank if we just wanted to tow it across the country or as far as we could go. Not towing it, we get like 700, 750 miles to a tank on this thing, which is absolutely insane. The fuel economy numbers on this truck, regardless, are good any way you slice it. I did a video a while back with my wife's Expedition, which does have the max tow package on it, and it's 2-wheel drive, so it actually has the highest towing capacity you can get on an Expedition of like 9,700 pounds or something like that, and we towed a 3,000-pound cargo trailer with it, and we were getting like 7 miles to a gallon, 8 miles to a gallon. So still getting over 15 miles to a gallon with this truck with that small baby diesel in it. I know, relatively small trailer, but even when we towed the Surveyor with this, we were getting upwards of 17 to 18 miles per gallon on the high side, which is really good. And I can honestly tell you, this makes a great tow vehicle as long as you know its towing limitations. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you've enjoyed this video. I sure hope you enjoyed the trip we had up to Madisonville, Texas. You know, we had a chance to show you the new trailer. We had a chance to show you all the cool perks about it, that whole collaboration that kind of spontaneously formed in the last 2 weeks. I got to show you their museum, which is amazing. Go back and check that out. That was absolutely worth the trip by itself. I got to race around a racetrack in a Mustang GT500 Cobra. That was super cool. And now you get to see what type of fuel economy we get on the way back. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video series. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.